Welcome to Vedanta Limited Chairman's Town Hall with the shareholders, one of the first here in India. My name is Nigel D'Souza, and as you all know, I'm the Deputy Editor with CNBC TV 18. I'm happy to be joined by Mr. Anil Agarwal, the founder and chairman Vedanta Limited, and also we're joined by Mr. Jack, the Director of Strategy, and Ms. Prerna as well, who is Deputy Head of Communications as well as the Corporate Company Secretary as well. Well, Vedanta Limited has grown from an Indian domestic mining company into a global natural resource and technology conglomerate with over $35 billion of investments here in India. Mr. Agarwal, well, it's good to speak to you as always, Mr. Agarwal. And in fact, this time around, it's a little bit more special because we have got all your shareholders who are joining in on the call. And also, they'll want to understand your journey. What have you achieved so far? And more importantly, what's the vision for the company from here on? Well, to just tell everyone who's joining in, during the event, we'll be discussing some of the top questions that you've already put in, and you all can join in and ask Mr. Agarwal itself. Well, Mr. Agarwal, before we get to the numbers and discuss about your journey, there are a lot of young investors on this call who like to understand your journey from here on. How you founded this company, and in fact, all those trials as well. I looked at your Twitter page and you were describing Dhoni. When he celebrated, he was behind. But there were many challenges, and at that point of time, he was up front. You would have experienced that as well, many a time, right?
Many times.
So tell us more about that. Tell us about a couple of instances where, in fact, you would have experienced some of those challenges, but you overcame them, and you pepped up the team as well.
Thank you very much, CNBC, Nigel, to allow us to have this town hall. I thank you very much, my shareholder, who's my family. Today, being a working day, you are sparing your time to listen to an ordinary man. Also, my 80,000 people who work shoulder to shoulder, they all are online. I am nobody. They are the one who has done it. I'm getting a credit. So they all are there. So once again, thank you very much. This is a journey for people like you, people like me, a common man who want to do something, try something in his life. All of you know this story, but Nigel is asking. I'm from Bihar, 19 years old, went to Bombay, never seen double-decker bus in my life, never seen the tall building. I got this experience and felt that I'm going to be here. And I was there, I struggled, it was very difficult. But all of us has gone through those difficulties. I've made my way, failed one after other. I worked for somebody, failed one after other, 9 business, made success, still the recognition was not there, which I wanted. I wanted money, I wanted recognition. I heard that the London is the place. With my wife, with the 2 children, without knowing anybody, I arrived Heathrow Airport, check in the hotel with a 2-room, one for children, one for myself, hired a service office and started. And within 3 years, I was only one aim to raise money and list my company. And I asked, what is the most prestigious thing? And they says FTSE 100, best 100 company of the world. And trust me, it's sheerly determination, fearless, perseverance, and humbleness we have achieved. We raised $35 billion in London Stock Exchange, invested in India. In short, very short, this is something I could say.
All right. Mr. Agarwal, today, there's been a lot of to and fro, and there's a lot of clarity that's awaited on one of your pet projects. That's the semiconductor issue. Now, we had Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar as well earlier today. He clarified that it appears on the semiconductor issue, there's a bit of a technical issue. Could you tell us more about it? What's the investment you're looking at out here? And how do you see this project developing as well?
Like I had a dream in the past, आई हैव अ ड्रीम, मैं तो सपने ही देखता हूं, आप लोग भी सपने देखिए, सपने देखना बहुत जरूरी है. आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड माई इंडिया टू बी अ डेवलप्ड कंट्री. देयर इज नो कंट्री लाइक इंडिया with 1.4 billion people. Most of them are young, like you. And see the girls, the way they are coming out, that way I saw yesterday the IPL match. The whole world says they never experienced this kind of experience where 30-40% girls were there, young people cheering up 100,000 people. So this is what India is. So this is what, how do we all have to be together to make sure we make our country as a developed nation where everybody should live, everybody like we have to make our per capita income $5,000, which is a $2,000. The moment we reach 5,000, in the world the average is about 15,000. At least we should reach 5,000. The moment 5,000 comes, we will be there. So we are looking at the semiconductor is a one thing, is today's oil.
Yeah.
We are a chip taker, we'll be chip maker. And this will change our country. This will change. Without chip, nothing will happen. Time to come. Whether it's artificial intelligence or anything. And you trust me, please trust me, this will happen and we will do it. And then many more can come, they can do it also.
Okay, all right. So what we've understood since morning, particularly post what Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar said, that Vedanta, it seems, the group is ready with the 40 NM fabs. So the 28 NM fabs is something that maybe you all are looking at developing. But tell us more about that, sir, in terms of the semiconductor dream project itself. And also, since we have Vedanta Limited shareholders on the call, would you like to tell us what kind of role will the listed entity play in this?
One thing for sure, because we are in this business, we have a factory which makes display glass in Korea, in Taiwan. We are so well placed in Taiwan. TSMC, which is one of the largest manufacturers of semiconductors, is around us. So we are fully equipped for making semiconductor. The government is also making sure this can only happen. We always live in the era of public sector, and the government and the government and the government. Maybe when we got independence, it was the era where that time government has to set up the manufacturing, and that's what they do. That has gone. That has gone. We have entrepreneur after entrepreneur. This is the era of entrepreneur. We have to build better America than what India is. Semiconductors, these are the very technical. We are very comfortable, and this question will come and go. And whether 29 or 30 or 20, we are fully equipped. We have a David Reed, who is the pioneer of making semiconductor. He is hiring 400 people to make this happen. We have already selected the site of Gujarat, and government is with us shoulder to shoulder. The kind of confidence which I have seen in the government, in the public, in the Foxconn, anywhere. Some people says, if anybody can do it, will be Vedanta or Anil Agrawal. This is what the murmur people are talking about. So I feel very good. This is going to happen. As far as the Vedanta shareholder is concerned, they are my family. So we have to look at, it is under umbrella, and there are a lot of things which we have to make sure, regulator, everything is taken care of. But I will always be, from bottom of my heart, that how our Vedanta shareholder is part of it. I will always be looking at that and see how this can happen.
All right. So you have a vision out there, and you're telling us these plans are pretty much going according to plan as of now, and the government and Vedanta Limited are working shoulder to shoulder to try to make this project possible. Right, sir?
Yeah. See, the foreigner, I'm son of a soil. मैं तो इसी मिट्टी का हूं, मेरे को मालूम है कैसे होता है, क्या होता है. We are the risk taker. We are going ahead to build our country, to make it a develop, and these things will come, this approval, that approval, but our Prime Minister, only because of our Prime Minister, who is a visionary, he wants to make sure that our country can develop, the poor to poorest can go uplift, and this semiconductor will help. So we are going ahead. I'm not that educated, but I know for sure, I have a full assurance from the government, and I have given them a full assurance that we will work shoulder to shoulder, and we will make sure that semiconductor project comes. Also, please understand, the world does not want us to produce semiconductor. There will be hurdles after hurdles. There will be hurdles after hurdles, because they want to buy the semiconductor from them and build the product here. And we want to do both. We want to produce the semiconductor, and we want to build laptop, we want to build a smartphone. Every 15 years, girls or boy must have a affordable laptop. Those days has gone, where we used to push our children to become a lawyer or doctor or engineer. This is a time where they have their own vision, and laptop will be window to the world, and this is what semiconductor will do.
Okay, all right. So that's the vision that you have. Maybe, we're looking at NVIDIA the last few days at $1 trillion of market capitalization. Not sure, maybe you have something in the offing out there as well in terms of this pet project. But for the time being, it appears there will be some hurdles on the way, but it appears that you're pretty confident that you could steamroll all of that.
Hurdle is a state of mind. As long as you are doing for others, for your country, and you are completely regulated and governance oriented, you have to take risk.
Okay.
These are the new thing for India, and people like us has to come forward and take the first step.
All right. So semiconductor plant is still very much on, and you have a vision for it.
Already gone ahead.
Lovely.